Hi, Beth Colley here from thefreedomplan.me, and in today's video what I wanted to share with you is some more resume writing tips. So I wanted to share with you 3 tips to help you get ahead of your competition when you're out there looking for a job. So when you're writing a resume, there's 3 key things that I'd like you to keep in mind. First of all, use action words when you describe your duties. So rather than making statements like responsible for a team of 12 individuals or responsible for all the filing systems, maintaining organized filing systems, instead start the sentence with an action word, a verb, essentially. So managed a team of 12 individuals, or maintained proper organization of files. So describe your duties this way, and that will really add a lot more impact to your resume. The other thing I would like to share with you is that you don't need to include all of your experience on your resume. In my years as a resume writer, I certainly had seen a lot of people include 20 or 30 years worth of experience, and that is not necessary. Typically, what I would recommend is going back 10 years and including only those jobs that are relevant to the position you're applying for. So what you could do, you could certainly list all of the other jobs you held prior to 10 years ago, if you've got that much experience. But just include the name of the company, the length of time you were there for, and your position. And that's it. That's all you need to include. But essentially, I would typically cut off a person's experience. I'd go back as far as 10 years at the most, and try and keep the resume to a maximum of 2 pages. Unless, of course, you're in a technical field like IT or engineering, where they typically like to see a list of projects. Then you can provide a lot more detail in your resume. But as a general rule, do not go past 2 pages, because when an HR person or a headhunter looks at your resume, they're typically only going to take 30 seconds to scan through it. And if there's several pages to scan through, you know, it could cause your resume to go in the garbage, unfortunately. So keep it at 10 years and make sure it's relevant to the experience you're going to include on your resume. Make sure it's relevant to the position you're applying for, and try not to leave any gaps. Okay, so if you did make a career switch at some point and you're coming back, don't leave a gap on your resume. Okay. And the final thing is that will get you worlds ahead of your competition is if you include a quote on your resume from, for example, a performance appraisal or a job performance review. So typically, you know, you'll be graded on these reviews, and there'll be, you know, perhaps a summary paragraph just saying how wonderful you are, hopefully, and how you get along so well with your colleagues and you pick up on things easily. If you have anything like that, it's very, very valuable to be able to include that in your resume. Just, you know, a short snippet of any positive things that were said about you in quotes with the name of the person. Now, that's only provided that you've gotten permission from that person, that previous manager or whoever who included that on your performance appraisal. If you can't include something like that on your resume, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world, but it is a great thing to include if you can. The other way that you can include a quote on your resume is if you ask a few of your former employers for a written reference letter, and then you can take a portion of that written reference letter and include it in your resume. Just, you know, a short sentence or 2. So hopefully you found these tips helpful. For more information about me, click on the link around this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.